The City of Arvada has initiated sub-area planning efforts for targeted areas within the city as part of the implementation of the Adopted Land Development Code and Arvada Comprehensive Plan. Sub-area planning focuses on a limited geographic area to provide a guide for development and redevelopment of the area over the next 20 years. One of the city's sub-area planning efforts includes the northwest area of the city. A third community open house for the Northwest Arvada sub-area plan was held on Thursday, July 29th, in which the following slides were presented at this event. This is a general overview of the community open house, and for more detailed information, please see the open house presentation available on the advancearvada.org website. The purpose of the sub-area plan is to create a long-term vision and implementation plan for resilient and sustainable community development in the northwest area of the city. The goal of the community open house was to get more input to further develop ideas and recommendations to draft the sub-area plan. Community participation is important to continue developing the sub-area plan, long-term vision, and framework along the Indiana Street Corridor and Highway 72 in this area. The open house presentation includes an update of what we've heard so far from the community, draft elements of the sub-area plan, questions to continue getting community feedback, and facts related to the sub-area plan. The Northwest Arvada study area is generally located along Highway 72 east of Highway 93 to Indiana Street, and along Indiana Street between the railroad line on the south and the city boundary to the north. The sub-area plan will be developed in two phases. Phase 1 is the primary focus area and will include land use discussion for the Phase 2 area. The remaining planning components, such as detailed urban design and connectivity for the Phase 2 area, will be determined later. The Northwest Arvada study area is highlighted on the map in the red and purple shaded areas and further defined for Phase 1 and Phase 2 portions of the study area. The perimeter influence areas are shown on the map in the blue shaded areas. One of the draft elements of the sub-area plan is land use, and we have heard from the community that there is a desire for more neighborhood-focused commercial and retail uses in the Phase 1 area. A new commercial and community place could be developed in the existing general commercial and mixed-use suburban zone districts located along the Indiana Street Corridor. The top 3 locations for a new commercial and community place development identified in a previous community survey are shown on the map as locations A, B, and C. The open house community participants selected location B at the southwest corner of Indiana Street and Candelas Parkway with the highest percentage of votes as the best area for potential commercial with community space type development. A goal of this planning effort is to identify important areas that should be linked together to increase connectivity throughout this area. The map shown on this slide shows the existing and potential trail system, including potential future pedestrian and bike connections. Potential future roadway connections in the Phase 1 focus area includes Jefferson Parkway and a road network between Welton Reservoir and Indiana Street. We have heard from the community that they would like to see more pedestrian and bike trails throughout the area to connect both existing neighborhoods and any future development. Future alignment of trails and road rates typically depend on the design and layout of new development and redevelopment. The open house participants were asked to identify the preferred type of bike and pedestrian paths in the area. The top preference was the off-street paved type trail, and secondly, the off-street unpaved type trail. What is placemaking? It can mean different things to different people. In response to community feedback wanting more local restaurants, shops, and spaces to gather in this area, the sub-area planning team is focusing on finding ways to create a sense of place with economic influence in the Phase 1 area. The approach for the plan is to use the definition of quality places, which are considered active, unique locations, interesting, visually attractive, people-friendly, and walkable with mixed uses. In addition, several members of the community in Northwest Arvada have indicated they feel disconnected from the rest of the city and would like to identify this area as part of Arvada. Currently, there is no formal signage when entering the city in this area, and the sub-area team has identified several potential entry sign locations on Indiana Street and near Highway 93. The open house participants responded in support of city entry signage at these locations. The existing land uses within the Phase 2 area are industrial, heavy industry, manufacturing, outdoor storage, major utilities, and single-family homes developed in the city and Jefferson County. Properties in the city are currently zoned general commercial, light industrial, and general industrial as shown on the map for the Phase 2 area. We heard from the community in response to surveys earlier this year that 51% of the respondents indicated that the existing industrial zoning was not appropriate for the Phase 2 area, and 49% responded maybe or yes that industrial zoning was appropriate in this area. In addition, mixed use had the highest number of responses, followed by commercial and light industrial as the primary land uses the community would like considered for potential future development in the Phase 2 study area. The open house participants also provided their thoughts, comments, and concerns that have been categorized and detailed in the presentation. The main comments or concerns focus primarily on diverse retail and commercial services, different opinions of residential density, more pedestrian connectivity, traffic and signal improvements in the area, water resource and drought management concerns, and infrastructure planning. What should you expect next? We will include the survey questions from the open house on the Speak Up Arvada platform on the city website. We will also present more of the developed draft sub-area plan and its framework for your feedback at the next community meeting to be scheduled in the coming months. Thank you for your interest in your community. Please continue to give us your feedback as your comments are important for this sub-area planning effort. For project updates, more information, including this presentation, to sign up for emails and make comments, please visit the advancearvada.org website.